looking weird? Because I'm doing the art video that I promised you guys that I was going to do. I know I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking at the mirror that I'm in. The phone is backwards like it was the last time that I did one of these videos. I'm going to be going through art that I did in the last videos, that's around 20 minutes worth, and then I have new art that I added that, again, it's not my art, it's traced art, I guess that's what you guys call it, and then I change it to my OCs. So, yeah, so I don't have to hold this camera very long because I'm very shaky. Let's get to this. I'm also holding a backup battery at the same time. See, here's backup battery with me. So that's going to be great. Okay, so let's get with this, and I will switch the camera right now. Okay, so I'm starting off with the chrysalis made into the new villain that I made. Some of these I like, but I don't like that much. Like this one. She's cool, but I'm not a big fan of the colors that I used. Then next to her is my Mystic Wolf that I made for a furry suit that I want to get when I'm older. For, like, you know, like the furry conventions and stuff like that. Like, I have another one right above her that's blue raspberry, and I'm trying to pick between which one. But I made a new one that's on my door that I've not showed you guys yet. Next to that, there is Bendy, Devil's Little Demon from Bendy the Ink Machine. I really like how this turned out. It's a lot darker on camera than it actually is in real life. Sorry, I'm very shaky. The camera's very shaky. Then above that, there is Alice Angel, Devil's Little Angel. I came up with that idea. I like the villain version of Alice a lot more than the new one that came out at the very end of the, I think, 3rd chapter. That was, like, the newer, the nicer, the better kind that worked with Boris. So there's that one. Then next to Raspberry, there is the main 6 that I have, and right here, that's Bella. I've not named any others. I think this is Minty. And that's Derpy, of course, but I've not named those two or that one yet. So I'll have to work on naming those. You guys can suggest things if you want. Then above that is the new Princess of the Moon. As I was coloring it, I didn't realize how much it looked like Luna until I was done, and I'm just like, oh, great. I've ruined this already. So, that was absolutely great. Then next to that, there's a Bella that I made that I used the same base for a Mangle picture that I used. So you guys will see that soon. I like the colors that came out. I like the, if I go closer, the flowers that are on her dress and stuff like that. And the, like, little ribbons and stuff all around her and stuff like that. The next to that is a Grubble picture that I made from Harmony Hollow when Shelby and Grazer got married. It was just like a little thing that I had an idea of that I thought would be funny to do, and I did it. And it turned out, okay, but not something that's like the best art that you'd want to go like showing all around to like them. Because it's just more of like a meme type, funny type little thing that I made. Then above that is the same thing where it's Will and Liam. Because I was like, I loved their wedding. I got so excited for their wedding. Like, I got dressed, I ate Dove candies while they were filming it. It was great. I loved their wedding. I think theirs was my favorite. Then, next to that is the new Princess of the Sun, which, actually, I used this base to make, or not the base, like the colors to make a Rainbow Dash Bella mix, because it's a light-skinned pony with rainbow hair. Sorry, I'm very shaky. But, yeah. So, then next to this, there's a mirror. Hello! There's Raven. Raven is a new one of my characters, because I have Jelly, Death, me, and Raven. They're kind of like the egos, like Mark's egos. Like, Jelly is Wilford to me, and Death is my Dark. So, it's one of those things, and Raven's just one of those random characters that I made with my friend. Then below that is this picture that I found that I really liked, so I made it and colored it. I did notice how salmon color Pinky looks. But I think it turned out cute. I feel like Spike has some green in his eye that I didn't notice when I was making it. So that sucks. Then below that is May. May is another one of my characters. She's Bella's best friend. And if you guys follow me on Amino, I do... what are they called? I can't think of it. Stories! I do books. Like, I do mini books. And May is one of the characters. The next to that is, again, the main 6. I think this main 6 is different. Yeah, these main 6 are different colors and stuff than the other ones are. Except for the Pinkie Pie and the Rainbow Dash, of course, because that's Bella. Bella's cutie mark, actually, I don't think people know this, is a art easel. Like the little art things that you hold, and then it has like a paintbrush next to it. I can't think of what those are called, but yeah, that's what her cutie mark is. Then above that is a Pinkie Pie cupcake one, where it's her covered in blood from, you know, killing other ponies and putting them in cupcakes. Yeah, Pinkie has some issues. Sorry, I look off camera and then I start just like moving the camera where you can't see the picture. But yeah, so what she does is she like cuts their cutie marks off and then sews them into a dress, and then she takes their wings and sews them onto her dress, and then she makes a unicorn horn necklace. Yeah, she has issues, but I really liked the picture. I thought it turned out good. Then above that is Jasmine. Jasmine is, of course, but yeah, Jasmine's a Disney character, from Disney, of course, Aladdin, and I loved how these ponies turned out, because, like, I have, like, the whole set right here, so, or except for those two, but I'm just going to show this in full view right now. So there's Rapunzel, Mulan, Snow White, and Ariel. Snow White is Pinkie Pie, Mulan is Rainbow Dash, Rapunzel is, Celestia, because she's the pony with the longest hair that I could find. Then there's Ariel that has, a Fluttershy look, that I really loved how this Fluttershy design was. And I thought it went really good for Ariel and stuff like that. And then next to here are these two, which there's Georgie from It with his little boat. And then there's Pennywise from It with the balloon. I actually have this down there because right below it there's my Pennywise doll with, that's the old Pennywise and this is the newer one, with a little boat that I got that actually on this side it has blood and the SS Georgie on it. So that's kind of why they're there and mixed with the Disney characters, because it's kind of weird. I have two of, like, the really gruesome horror characters that I made into ponies right next to the Disney characters, and they're like, there's Cinderella and there's Aurora right next to him too. But yeah, so Cinderella's made from Rarity and Aurora's made from Cadence, because I thought that would look the best, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go, oh wait, now I got this stuff right down here. So I have this little art design that I made. That was more of just like a random little colorful art thing that I made, and then below that is my cat. And then this little paint thing that I made, if I can get it in the light. It's this little paint thing I made. It's like galaxy, rainbow, and then patterns down there with this swirl, and then like a circle that says I heart art. So yeah, I'm gonna move the phone over to a different wall. So this is one of my OCs, as you guys know, Bella, and then I have like a little picture of me from 6th grade. That was 2 years ago. But yeah, this is just a picture that I had in my door. This was originally the one that was up there. Little preview to what's next. But yeah, this was what originally was on my main door when I would go in and out. Yeah, when I would go in and out of my room for like school and stuff like that. She's one of my favorite Bellas, I think, because if you guys don't know about Bella, Bella is a unicorn, alicorn, Pegasus, and an earth pony all together. It really just depends on how the pony that I use for her base looks. She's not a specific pony type. Then above that, this is Wolfsters. This is the one that I was talking about to be my furry suit. Wolfsters, of course, you know, is my channel name, and this is my character for it. She is a wolf with like a really long tail that if you look, her tail is blended in. And I think it really looks cool with the green and the blue blended into it. Then above that is her face, and her hair actually does the same thing. And her eyes are yellow, and she has her yellow horns, and then she has like this lighter but darker blue belly and muzzle color. And then her feet, I'm thinking about changing her feet because her nails are pink, her paw pads are blue, and her like paws are just yellow with like a blue like band type pattern thing on her wrist. I'm thinking about getting rid of that because I'm not the biggest fan of how that looks. Then, of course, she has her big, gigantic, majestic wings that are, like, light blue, blue, dark blue, and just a bunch of blues. And then her ears are pink. I think I already said that. But yeah, this is my Wolfsters character that I really like how she turned out, except for the paws thing. I think this is the only problem that I really am having right now with this picture. Then up here, I have the female Markiplier picture that I found online that I really liked how that looked. And I'm thinking about using the black and the red tipped hair design for a lot more characters because I really like the design and how it looks. And I'm not just being biased because I like Mark. I just really enjoy how it looks. I think it looks cool and stuff like that. I have had a couple of people say that this looks like a girl that's working for McDonald's and that's the McDonald's sign on her shirt. That's not what it is. It's the Markiplier M on her shirt. But I thought that was funny that people would get mixed up for that, because like, I had a friend come over and they're like, is that like a McDonald's sign for her shirt? And I'm like, no. And I started laughing so hard, but I like how that turned out. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, but all my pictures are signed with this or my name, because that's how I sign my art, is I sign it with that. So if art has that signature, then it's usually mine. The next to there, we have my FNAF collection, which I think I rushed through this one the last time because the video was 20 minutes long. I was losing my voice. I was out of energy, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm slowly powering down. Let's just rush through this. So this should be better. If I were to rush through any of them, it might be my mark ones and the ones on my wall, which I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So yeah, this is the Mangle head piece that I actually use this head for a Roblox shirt. Yeah, I play Roblox. And it just says Mangle 1987, which is actually a couple passwords for some apps that I have on my phone. Secrets. And this is my Foxy that I made. I hate my designings of hooks. I am so bad at it. I don't know if you guys have noticed with my art style, but I turn everything that I like into ponies. I don't know why. I just find it fun because I haven't seen it before, and it's just fun to do. But yeah, that's the Foxy one. Then there's the baby one. I think this one's one of my favorites. Here, let me move Foxy out of the way. But I think this is one of my favorites of the FNAF ones, besides the one that's coming up. I think there's one picture coming after this one. It's after the next one. But yeah, I really like how she turned out. I drew it first and like colored it in on the computer first. And then I colored it on paper and copied it. The dress right here, the skirt, is actually an add-on that I did after I made it on the computer. I'm not sure if I like it that much or not, but it's something. And below that is the Nightmare Foxy. So below this one is the one that I like a little bit better than the baby. But yeah, this is the Nightmare Foxy. I'm not the biggest fan on how he turned out. I really think he could have been better. But, oh well, he's cool anyway. Now this is the one that I think is my favorite. I had another version of this picture with Bella, but this is Human Bella. Human Bella she looks like, well, me, with blonde hair, and then her tips are turquoise and magenta like Bella's hair is. But this is like the purple guy going and killing her, because you guys know any basic FNAF things. The purple guy kills the kids that are possessing all these robots. Yeah, a little morbid, but it's still a good storyline. So yeah, I really like how this picture is. This picture base is actually of a Rainbow Factory story with Rainbow Dash and, Scootaloo. I know I watch a lot of, like, really dark stuff, like with Pinky, how she kills people. Well, Rainbow Dash, a pony that can't fly, is considered a bad Pegasus, so she'll go to the Rainbow Factory. Well, they'll take her color, and they'll, like, steal her color and make rainbows out of it. They do that with even, like, Earth ponies, too. They'll just steal random ponies off the street and do that. And it's a little morbid, but oh well. But I thought this picture totally went really well with the thought of Purple Guy and stuff like that. And then next to there is Chica. Oh, you can see over there. There we go, I fixed it. So this is Chica. I love the little cupcake that I added onto her back. Sorry, a little bit of an interruption. But like I was saying, I really like the cute little cupcake. Girl, the cupcake. You guys can't really see it, he's not focused, but he has teeth, and they're like goofy SpongeBob-looking teeth. And I really like how she turned out. I think Chica's one of the easiest characters to put into a pony, because her beak, it's just a beak, you can just color off the area that you want a beak, but, like with the next one, Bonnie, you have to add that the little, like, cheeks and stuff like that to make it look like a bunny, and the ears and stuff like that. It's chaos. But here's the body with his little bow tie and stuff like that. I kind of like how it turned out. Not the best, but I like it. Then below here, it's a little dark because we're getting closer and closer to the bottom of one of my shelves. Here's Freddy Fazbear, the king, the star, FNAF. No, a lot of people think Foxy is so popular for some reason. I like him, nonetheless, but still. Mangle's more my favorite. But yeah, there's Freddy, and he's holding a microphone, and he has his little top hat, and a black bow, and stuff like that. Thank you. There we go, we got light! But yeah, there's Freddy, and then right below Freddy Fazbear, if I just move this stuff. Didn't work that well, but oh well. Oops. There we go. Here's Golden Freddy, which I don't know if you guys noticed that, but their eyes are a little cloudy. With the FNAF pictures, there goes my pinky in front of the camera. Great camera skills, me. But their eyes are a little cloudy because I painted them with glow-in-the-dark paint. And what they do is at night, their eyes glow, and it's really cool looking. It's also kind of scary, too, at the same time, because you'll just be, like, laying in bed, and you'll look over, and all of these, like, glowing spots, and that's, like, their eyes are all staring at you, and it's really funny. I think Golden Freddy's with the eyes are actually one of the coolest ones, because he has the biggest, can't speak, the biggest area to paint with for the glow-in-the-dark, so it turned out really cool looking. I also like, there's some other pictures that are new that I really like because there's so many in this one photo that it's like there's a lot of eyes to see. So now, if we just go up the line of stuff. Give me a second. There we go. Back here behind my pops, if I just move my little bit, and my security book. I have a puppet pony made from Derpy. The eyes were so difficult because I had to go through and change the eyes myself and like redraw them and all that. And I'm just like, this is such a hassle. Why did I do this? But I like how she turned out anyway. Her name's Pup. Her name is Pup. No, it's Puppet. The next to this is the It's Me puppet. If you look, she has a green tint to her because she's glow in the dark, and right here it says It's Me in glow in the dark paint. So at night she'll glow, and it's like all of the paint parts that are painted with color are color, so you won't see them at night, but her face and her eyes that are like dotted with white are glow in the dark paint, so they'll glow and her face will glow, and then it will say It's Me at the bottom, and it looks so cool. I really love the design choice that I picked with that. Then above there is one of the new ones, the FNAF 1 picture of Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy, Golden Freddy, and Chica. I really like how this picture came out. I think it's funny how, like, they all have, like, their eyes and stuff like that. And like I said, they have, like, multiple of them. So it makes it look funnier because there's so many glowing eyes and creepier at the same time. Sorry, I'm putting things back. But I'm just putting things back. But yeah, I like how that one turned out. The next to that, this one's a little bit more difficult because I did shading for the first time ever with, like, markers. Because this is pencil and marker to do shading. Because the picture had it shaded and the whole thing was black. That's kind of why Toy Bonnie's face is, like, missing half of his face. I'm sorry, this is my ceiling. I'm kind of raised up, so I can't really go close to the photo. But yeah, so, but I like how it turned out. I like how the shading turned out. It turned out better than I thought it would. But I like it. It would have looked a little weird if I didn't have shading. And below that is the mangle that I was telling you guys about, that I used the same base for my Bella picture that was over there on the other wall across from me now. These photos you guys will recognize because they're in the backgrounds of my videos that I post. But yeah, I like how she turned out. I did hers because of the ribbons. I was able to put, like, her endoskeleton pieces and stuff like that. That looked really cool. Then below that is the Stitch Location one. If you guys notice, I did the 1, 2 Stitch Location. I'm going to do 1 for 3, 4, 6, and 7. I just haven't got to them yet. 7 includes Ultimate Custom Night. But I like how this one turned out. I actually forgot to draw his hand on this one, so it's not complete, but I don't think I'm ever actually going to complete it. So it's forever going to be a drawing that looks so cool. But then the Night Guard's missing his hand. We'll blame it on Foxy, or Funtime Foxy. We'll say he ate it. Or the Bibblebabs. Maybe one of the Bibblebabs ate it. Maybe Bon Bon ate it to give it to Toy Freddy. Like, here, have another hand so I can go run around. Sorry, I like making myself laugh. So yeah, those are the FNAF ones. The Mark ones are right next to me. I'm just going to get my bed real quick first, so it makes everything easier. Okay, now to start off this, yes, I'm right here. But I started off this with the blue-haired Mark in his gray hoodie. It looks black, but it's gray with his red ties. I like this photo. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the ones I've made. Like, some of them I really love, but there's just a few that didn't turn out as good as I thought they would. Some of them, I don't know why they don't turn out as good. Maybe it's just because I'm not able to trace them as well as some of the other ones. But it was good nonetheless. I really like it. And this one above it is one of my favorites. It's Googleplier. I don't think I've shown this one, but I really liked the glitchiness with, like, the red and the blue stripes and stuff like that in places, and then, like, the bloody knife and the blood coming out of his nose and a cut from his head. I liked how those looked, and I'm glad, but like, it portrayed very well. And if you even look at the G, I was able to do that glow effect somewhat, not completely, somewhat. And then above it is Googleplier Pony that was made from Trixie that I made her hair shorter. I think that one looks actually pretty cool. I think his cutie mark makes sense because he's Googleplier, his cutie mark's the Google logo. That makes sense. But I like how he turned out. Then I have just another one of Mark with his red hair. This originally was like a Jack and Mark picture that had like Jack on his side. That's why he's kind of looking over there. But I like how he turned out. I messed up on his chin, though. His chin was supposed to be a lot straighter, because it's the same artist as this one, and his chin's very straight, and this one's very round. That's because I messed up on it, so I tried fixing it, but it didn't work. Then below that is the Markiplier pony with his signature M with a pink mustache. Cutie Mark. These ones you all will be seeing are in like my videos, except for the Dark and Wilford ones, because those are kind of like off the camera. But yeah, I really like how this pony turned out. A lot of these Mark ones you guys have already seen from my other art video, but hey, I've added to some of them. Then this is another new one. This is Wilford Mother Loving Wharfstache. Don't let anyone tell you that you're crazy. In the Markiplier video, or not the Markiplier video, the Wilford Mother Loving Wharfstache video, he told Abe, yeah, I think that's his name, the detective, that, because he was like, am I crazy? Am I going crazy? And he's like, no, don't let anyone tell you that you're crazy, because he's not crazy. And it was kind of cool. I really liked that line. I was tempted to say, no, you're not crazy. Don't let anyone tell you you're crazy. But I kind of like just this line in general. And I used a regular Wharfstache base. He had his overalls and everything on this one, but the Wilford from that video had no overalls, so I made it just completely pink like it, and then his mustache, the black with the pink edges, and the completely black hair, since that's what it is now. Then if you go up there, there's another one of the ones that I like, but I'm not the biggest fan of. I think the blue-haired ones, there's just something with them that made them not look good. I like the blue hair. It's not the hair that's bothering me. It's something about the drawings that I just picked. I love the art. I'm not bashing down the art and like, oh, this art sucks. I just try to make it better with my colorings. No, I love the art. It was just I wasn't able to portray it correctly, so I kind of made it look not as good as I wanted it to. Then this, if you guys follow me on my Markiplier Amino, sorry about that, part 2 on this. Now I'm gonna edit it together like I did with my last video. So like I was saying, if you guys follow me on my Markiplier Amino, Marky64, this picture became a little bit popular, 331 likes I think. This became from a Markiplier live stream that I watched where it was every hour on the hour. He'd always repeat it every time he had to go to Funtime Foxy, so I made this for it. Then there's the Mark head one that I've shown off. I think I've shown like almost all of these ones off. I'll go through one of the darks, 2 of the Wilfords, and a dark one, and this one, and that'll be it, because I'm kind of running out of time, because I still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 6, 20 more photos to go, so I'll just go through these quick. So this is one that I had as my background. It's one of my favorite ones. I really like how it looks. Then I'll show you guys these arts, but I'm not going to talk about them, so there's that one, that one, that one. This one I added out his outline. Then there's this Wilford Wharfstache one. There's another Wilford one. I'm not the biggest fan of Wilford, but I still draw him. He's a cool character. Then this one is Wilford in Dark. I've already known. I've showed off this one. These ones, I think, yeah, these ones are definitely new. Sorry, I'm standing on my bed now. This is the Addison, Everest, Basil, Tucker, Wink, Noah. It is the main 6 wolves from Dogcraft and also Stacy's book. So this is a Stacy Plays art that I did that I really love how it turned out, and I quite enjoy it. And that's what's kind of why above my bed, as you can see, I have a lot of My Little Pony stuff. But yeah, I like how this looks, so if I just go this way, you guys can see some of my more art. So this is a bendy art that I drew myself. It was a competition with my cousin, so we drew it, where I drew mine, and then she drew hers, and we tried seeing whose was better. I won, luckily. Even though she's the drawer, I won somehow, so that was great. And then this is a Malevolent picture from Stranger Things that I made. I love, here, let me just go sideways. I love how that turned out. I think it was really cute, and it even says Mike and 11 down there. Hey, look, you can see down there, there's all my FNAF stuff. And then this is a 2-part picture page that was I Hate You, I Love You from the I Hate You, I Love You song. And in it, it's she's saying I hate you, and she's crying and stuff like that, and she has her piece of the heart. And then he's saying I love you, and he's holding like a blue rose for her. And I really thought that was cute. So I, of course, copied it. So let me just go down real quick, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is, I'm kind of like holding you guys up like really high up. So okay, so this is a picture that I made of Once Upon a Time. It's what's her name? Snow White from Once Upon a Time that I made off of an anime picture that I found, and I thought she was really cute. I like how it turned out, but at the same time I don't. So yeah, I thought that was cute. Then next to it is a pony that I drew. I never named her. I might name her Swirl because of her tail and stuff like that, but she was one of my first pony drawings that I've ever made. And I really like how she turned out. The next to that is my OCs. As you guys know, there's Death. And I finally made a picture of Death, and I love how she turned out. And then, of course, there's me next to her. In her blue jacket and pink skirt. I really like how that turned out in the cat ears. Okay. And next to that is a picture that is actually posted on my Amino app also. And it's Bella, one of my OCs that I really love. And then next to her also is another Bella that I made. So there's two Bellas right next to each other. I love that one. Also, if you guys recognize that one's from the Little Mermaid photo that I made that's behind me. And yeah, I thought it was funny. I use a lot of things and I copy their designs. Then next to that is another one that I made for my friend. I didn't make it for her, like I made it out for her design and then she let me keep it. It was my first time ever doing the design of like checkered feet or something like that with those lace things. And I really love her colors and how her colors turned out. They're very eye-popping and colorful and I love them. The next to her is Mama from Tattletales. There's a little addition to her belly where it's like the little recording thing that you put into her. And I love how she turned out. It was cute. It was a cool design. I used just a regular base of like an angry Fluttershy and I thought she was cool. The next to her is a wolf, Tempest, from the My Little Pony movie. Instead of her broken horn, because she's a wolf, I gave her a missing eye, which makes sense. Then she has her other eye with her scar. And I thought that looked really cool. And then next to her is Fade. Fade is a wolf that I made that if you pay attention to her, her head goes from white to dark gray at the very bottom of her jaw. And her arms go from gray down to black. And then her body goes from light brown all the way to dark brown to her butt. And then her paws are like all colorful. And then her head has like the faded hair colors. And I love how that turned out. The next to her is The Biggest Smiles Have Shed the Most Tears. It was a quote that I found online and I thought it was a good quote. And I put it with this picture of Sarah, which is a new OC of mine that's not very popular. Nobody really knows about her. And the hair design was my own. She was a base. And I love how she turned out. I love the half look. And I think it's really cool. So yeah, those are all the ones from off on my ceiling. So yeah, guys, that was the end of my art showing. I had a little help of one of my friends that are over. She starts making noise. But yeah, I hope you guys liked that. Some of the arts I wasn't able to show because time reasons, you know. This video is already 20 minutes and something. Maybe like 22, 23. Something like that. Or even, no, it would not be 30. I doubt I would spend 30 minutes showing off my art. Would I? Would I? No, I doubt I would. But anyways, yeah, so I hope you guys liked that. I will see you guys in the next video. Please comment down below and subscribe. If you guys want me to do art that you have, like an OC, an idea that you want me to do, and I can draw it for you. If you live where I am or like know me, I'll be giving it to you. If not, then I have no clue of how I'm gonna give it to you. Or you could just like make it, then be like, yeah, you can have it, I guess. I don't know. Complicated. I do have a screwball one that I need to be doing sometime. I'm sorry. I can't remember who asked me for it. I'll go through the comments and I'll figure it out. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Please comment down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.